Welcome to this workplace training explainer. Look, if you've ever felt completely overwhelmed by just the sheer volume of information you deal with every single day, or, stared at your screen wishing you had a virtual assistant to just handle the heavy lifting, you're in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to upgrade your daily efficiency. We are mastering some seriously powerful generative AI capabilities. We're moving way beyond those basic, simple chats and looking at how to pick the absolutely perfect AI models to completely transform your day-to-day workflow. Let's get into it. First, I want you to really think about a task or problem you faced recently where Gen AI could have been helpful. Keep that frustrating task right at the front of your mind. Maybe it was drafting a super complex email, compiling a massive weekly report, or, trying to make sense of a really dense PDF. Got it? Okay, hold on to that specific pain point. Because today, we're going to turn that exact frustration into pure productivity. We'll explore the practical tools you can use right now to solve those problems. Here's our roadmap for today. First, the AI Task Management Toolbox. Second, search and deep research. Third, voice and screen sharing. And finally, choosing the right model. Section 1 is Search and Deep Research, real-time info to comprehensive analysis. Let's start with our first set of tools, searching the live web and conducting multi-step deep research. So search isn't just for pulling up random trivia anymore. When you use tools like ChatGPT, Claude, or Gemini, the AI actually accesses the live internet to give you up-to-the-minute responses. And it does this for highly specific fields. Like if you work in agriculture, you can instantly pull live crop care tips, the latest pest control methods, or hyper-local weather forecasts. In education, you can source the absolute latest course materials or tutorial videos. Or even sports, you can track live scores, player stats, and match schedules right as they happen. And the best part is that these responses come with inline citations. You can literally hover right over the link to verify the source. It's honestly a game changer. But, okay, what happens when a quick search just doesn't cut it? When you're facing one of those complex decisions that means reading through, dozens of web pages, analyzing conflicting info, and comparing viewpoints? Well, that's where deep research comes in. This is a capability specifically designed to perform in-depth, multi-step research using web data. Honestly, think of it as having your very own dedicated team of researchers on standby. It's built for those times you need highly detailed, accurate information from a bunch of different sites, but you absolutely do not have an entire afternoon to spend doing it. Let's ground this with a real-world example. Imagine you need to buy a new work laptop. We all know the old way, right? You spend hours opening 20 different tabs, comparing specs across multiple sites, reading endless customer reviews, and constantly checking fluctuating prices. It's totally exhausting. Now look at the new way. With deep research, the AI automatically extracts all that data, analyzes the technical specs, and compares the viewpoints and reviews for you. Instead of doing all the heavy lifting yourself, you just get to review the final comprehensive analysis. Way better, right? And behind the scenes, the AI follows a really specific workflow to make that magic happen. Step 1, search. It scours the vast web. Step 2, extract. It pulls the most relevant data from all those pages. Step 3, analyze. It compares the different angles and viewpoints. And finally, step 4, summarize. It puts everything into a clean, actionable report. You can use this for major purchases, academic research, mapping out your career planning, or even doing deep dive investment research. Depending on how complex the task is, this entire multi-step process usually wraps up in just 5 to 30 minutes. Moving right along to section 2, voice and screen sharing, interactive problem solving. Let's see how voice and vision build on these research tools to change how we actually interact with AI. Okay, so modern large language models can actually understand your natural human speech. Here's the workflow. They take your speech, convert it to text, process that text, and then hit you back with a completely natural human-sounding voice response. This makes interacting incredibly intuitive. A perfect hands-on example, practicing a mock interview. You can set up advanced voice mode to act as a tough hiring manager and run a full back-and-forth interview simulation. It's basically the ultimate hands-free way to prep for a big day. But wait, the AI doesn't just hear you now. It can actually see what you see. Screen sharing capability allows these models to literally look at your screen for real-time visual assistance and interaction. It is exactly like having a super knowledgeable colleague just casually looking over your shoulder to help you out. Now, this is still in the experimental phase for some tools, but you can already jump in and try it out on platforms like Google AI Studio using their Gemini models. So how do you actually use this in your daily workflow? Well, picture this. You're staring at a slide deck for a massive project, and you are totally stuck on how to format it or insert an image correctly. You just share your screen and the AI verbally guides you through the clicks. Or say you're a developer stuck debugging some tricky code, the AI looks right at your code editor with you and reviews it. You can even use it for navigating really complex job application forms or getting a visual review of your resume formatting. It literally walks you through the problems step by step. Now, before we go further, I want to drop a vital task management tip here. Because these features, like live web browsing, deep research, and advanced voice mode, are incredibly resource intensive, platforms like Claude, Gemini, and Llama put daily limits on them. So you've got to make this your daily checklist. Verify your limits for web browsing and search, check exactly how many deep research queries you have left for the day, and monitor your advanced voice mode usage. Trust me, you do not want to run out of your deep research quota right before a major project deadline. All right, Section 3, the AI Toolbox, choosing the right model for the job. Let's open up this toolbox and figure out how to match the tool to the task. I absolutely love this quote from our source material. Just as we would not use a hammer for every task in a toolbox, different types of AI models are optimized for different kinds of tasks. It hits the nail on the head. This is a trap so many people fall into. They find one chatbot they kind of like, and they try to use it for literally everything. But using a basic lightning-fast chat model to solve a complex, multi-layered logical problem, that's essentially hitting a screw with a hammer. It's just the wrong tool for the job. To optimize your workflow, I want you to try this weekly planner exercise. Start mapping your daily task types to specific model categories. If you've got multi-step problems that need deep, logical chains of thought, you need a reasoning model. On the flip side, if you just need to process high-volume, routine queries super fast, you want a Flash model, like Gemini 2.5 Flash. It's built for pure speed, not deep pondering. If you're writing software, you want specialized coding models like Claude Opus 4, DeepSeek Coder V2, or Meta Code Llama. And for just your well-rounded day-to-day stuff, general-purpose models like GPT-4o or Claude Sonnet 4 are going to be your go-to. Now, what if you're managing a tight budget or you're working with lower computational power? Don't worry, you are not left out of the game here. There are some incredibly capable, cost-efficient small language models, or SLMs, ready to go. We're talking about models from the DeepSeek family, Llama 4, Gemma 3N, and Phi 3 Mini. These completely prove that you don't always need the biggest, most expensive model out there to get really fantastic, reliable results for your specific tasks. All right, we have covered some serious ground today. We've transformed basic search into a live research team, we've turned your screen and voice into interactive, collaborative spaces, and we've organized those models into a precise, targeted toolbox. Knowing the difference between a deep reasoning model and a lightning-fast Flash model, here is my final question for you. How will you reorganize your AI toolbox to tackle your toughest task tomorrow? Think back to that frustrating task from the very beginning of this explainer. Pick the perfect tool for the job and go conquer that workload. Thanks so much for learning with me today.